YouTube, happy Sunday. Beautiful day here in North Carolina, almost 90 degrees. Pretty warm. Got the shade going, so that's good. Thank goodness for umbrellas and shade. Today I just want to do a quick one, review this Pantheon Inferno, which was recommended to me by a good friend here in the YTPC. So Pantheon Infernos, made by Fernandez for Famous Smoke Shop is where you find them. It's a 5x50 Robusto. It is Maduro. Wrapper's really nice, really good construction. Really nice dark chocolatey wrapper. I don't get into too many of the smells. Some guys will, smells like the east side of the Andes at high noon on a cool, crisp February morning. I don't do all that, but whatever. To each their own, man. That's why this hobby is so cool. But anyhow, made in Nicaragua. It's a Maduro, like I said, Connecticut broadleaf wrapper. Pretty tight pack, like I said. Looks good. So I'm gonna light this up. We'll check back in with you and see how it goes. This is first time out with this bad boy. Okay, we've got it lit and going. So first taste, I like to get a ½ inch to an inch in before I really taste it, but we'll hopefully get some nice transitions. First taste, good amount of pepper, pretty decently long finish, and I get this dried dark chocolate taste, like if Baker's chocolate came like Quick used to come back in the day in a big old jar, and maybe it does. I don't bake. Hell if I know. Maybe it does. But if you took a big old scoop of just dark chocolate, Baker's chocolate with pepper, that's kind of what I'm getting here. Let's check back in after I get really into the first third and see what's going on with this thing. Hey everybody, so I'm back into the first third. As you can see, we picked up a wavy burn issue, so definitely would knock that, knock some points off for that. So I typically don't rate on the 100 scale like a lot of people do, Cigar Aficionado, all those folks. I just do a 5-star scale. Use my handy dandy app here, and it basically takes 5 criteria into place and then gives me a score system. And I seem to enjoy that. That way because to me, in my mind, I think it's cool that they rate like that, but truly sometimes I can't wrap my mind around the difference between an 82 and an 85. When you look at their rating scale, it's like exceptional, legendary, whatever, blah, blah, blah down, but they put like 8 or 10 points in there that each slides down, like very good, good. So really you're getting like a 5-star scale just with a number. So I guess if you're doing mass cigar ratings like they do, you probably need the number, and that's just my speculation. But anyhow, back to the cigar. The smoke's good. So from the light, I told you that dark chocolate, it's still there. It's a little bitter. It's got some coffee flavor I'm picking up. So it's like a dark chocolate coffee with pepper. It's some of the big three that are easy to get, some of the big three that I pick up. I can't pick up the rainbow farts and the unicorn tears and all that other stuff that some folks can. And I don't knock folks for doing that. My palate just can't do it. I'm just not at that level. But good flavor. It's a good flavor. So we'll see how it transitions, if it does, into the second, third, or if it just stays the same. If it stays the same, I'm still pretty happy with it. Other than the burn issue, I'm going to hit it on that. I like the appearance of it. The aroma's pretty decent. The draw is fantastic on it. And I like a lot about it, but that burn issue right there. And again, anytime these are hand-rolled products, as everybody knows, anytime you deal with something hand-rolled, it could just be this one stick. The rest could burn razor sharp, but this just happens to be the one I'm reviewing. So we'll be back here in a minute and let you know how it's shaping up. Hey everybody, I'm back into the second, third. I've never been really good at math, so I assume I'm close to the second, third. I'm close enough to the second, third to give an opinion. Really no transition. Coffee, chocolate. I do pick up a little bit of wood and dryness on my lips that I was not picking up earlier. Maybe just because I paired it with some iced tea. I don't know. Who knows? But it's been good. Still you can see how the burn was wonky. I'm going to knock some points for that. You could even tell there. I did dump the ash on my lap. Unfortunately, the ash held on about an inch, inch and a quarter on one side. The uneven side was about an inch and a half, so it kind of did a leaning tower of Pisa, and off she came into my lap. So never fun, but you know, when I do a review, I want to see, you know, how long that ash can go. I'm not going to knock points of it. I just do it for just for fun, just something I do. I think a lot of folks do. There's no real value in it. It doesn't really. I mean, some people will argue, yeah, that's how the cigar is constructed. It's constructed better. You can tell. You know, heck, I've seen Cuban sandwiches and short fillers hang on an ash just as good as a long filler. So yeah, there may be some truth to it, but maybe not. I don't know. But second, third, tasty. You know, the jury's definitely out on this stick because you can't really get it. They're selling them for. They have one single available online right now for $6. And you know, yeah, $6. It's usually a budget stick. You can usually, if you watch, get a humid jar of 20 for about 35, 40, 45 bucks in that range. So at that price, you're $2-3 a stick. Not even $3. You're $2.5 a stick at the most. But 6 might be a stretch. You know, if you like it though, it's not a bad cigar. But for $6, I can also get a Padron 2000 Maduro. If I buy a box, I can get those. I did the math for $6.30 a stick. I would probably personally go with the Padron 3000 or 2000 Maduro over this one. Side by side in a battle royal, you know. But they're not side by side. This is just the review. But $6 a stick, I think, is too much. I'll stick to my Fuentes and my Padrones if I'm going to drop 6 on a stick. But nothing wrong with this one. We'll check back here once we get to the final third. The draw's been very good on it. Been very happy with that. Smoke output is decent. The finish is decently long. And it's got a little dryness on the lips, which is always interesting. So let's see how it ends up, and we'll check back in with you in a minute. Everybody, I'm back. Into the final third. It's starting to get hot, so I'm going to probably set this one down here in a minute. The burn never 100% corrected itself. It did a little bit, but it kind of fought itself the whole time. So using my cigar scanner app, I just prefer it. That way I've got my little online humidor, and I put my thoughts down about the cigar. So it looks at 5 criteria. It looks at draw, appearance, burn, aroma, taste, 1 to 5. So the draw was a 4. I thought it was a good draw. Appearance was a 4. Really cool. I like this band. This band's pretty cool. The wrapper looked good. The tobacco inside, the binder and the filler looked good. You know, tight construction. All that looked good. The burn was a 3. I went back and forth. Should it be a 2? Should it be a 3? I ended up giving it a 3 because it kind of corrected itself. Aroma was a 3. It's not anything major to write home about, but it's not bad. And taste was a 3 for me. So in my notes, I put coffee, dark chocolate, wood, and pepper. And if you see smoke wafting in, that is from the big green egg. I'm getting ready to do some steaks. That is not the cigar. Wow. Didn't want everybody to think that cigar is busting out that kind of smoke. No, that's the egg. But anyhow, burn wasn't great. Decent smoke output and flavor. $3 a stick would be okay. $6 a stick is high in my opinion. Decent flavor, not a bad smoke. So it's not going to hurt you. All in all, it came out to 3 1/4 stars for me. So it'll probably be something I have in a humidor. It's a fine cigar. And especially if I can find them when they put them on sale, that's when I'll put them in my humidor. I won't, you know, right now they're pretty sold out of them, so the price is up a little. So wait till they get some in and the price goes down, and they do those humid jars for, you know, $30 or something like that. And you can get 20 sticks. Maybe it's $40. I don't know. But at that point, the price is definitely worth it. So 3 1/4 stars out of 5. Decent smoke. Not bad. Ash held on pretty well. This is holding on again pretty well. So the construction's pretty good. And, you know, I think I dumped 1 ash in my lap. Another ash fell on its own. They all got to be an inch and a quarter. Maybe an inch and a half, so they all did pretty well, so it held on pretty good. Yeah, to wrap it up, AJ Fernandez Pantheon Inferno's famous smoke shop exclusive. Good stick. I'm glad my friend recommended it. Glad I took him up on it. For those of you that like the Cigar aficionado rating, if I did that, you know, I don't know all the criteria they use, but I do know, you know, 70 to a 79 would be average, good commercial quality. That's where I would be with this. You know, if you put something in the 80s, it's very good to excellent. I don't think this is very good to excellent. I think this is good, real good. So I don't think it's very good, real good. So that's why I put it at that 78, 79, higher end of that 70 to 79 spectrum. But anyhow, be well, be safe. Take care of yourselves out there. Pay it forward when you can, and wash your damn hands. We'll see everybody. Have a good day. Take care.